State University, home of the Bobcats. And look, there's Tommy, a new student at Frostburg, ready to take the university by storm. Tommy was the big man on his high school campus, captain of the debating team, president of the Honor Society, and lead crooner in the all-county glee club. Tommy loved high school, and himself. And now Tommy's ready to be a leader at Frostburg. Let's see how it works out for him. Tommy's first order of business was to figure out the best club to lead at FSU. He asked the lady at the information desk if she knew of any organizations that needed a good-looking president, like himself. She handed Tommy a listing of all of FSU's clubs and activities. Gosh, there were so many to choose from. And Tommy was so good at so many different things, how would he ever decide? Oh look, here's one, the Clean Cool Kids Club. That sounded right up Tommy's alley. He's cool, and he knows the importance of good hygiene. The nice lady behind the counter informed Tommy that the club was meeting right then down the hall. Great. Tommy can start his journey as a student leader right away. How lucky for Tommy, and how lucky for Frostburg State University. Tommy entered the meeting and quickly introduced himself to some students that he'd hoped to be bossing around as president. He wanted them to be familiar with his handsome face. He was handed an agenda for today's meeting. Great! The club needed a new president, and Tommy was just the man to do it. Oh look, there's Amy, the outgoing president of the Clean Cool Kids Club. Gosh, it looks like someone could use a nap. Tommy took a seat up front so everyone would be sure to see him. As the meeting was called to order, Amy casually asked if anyone would like to be the club's new president. Tommy's hand went straight up, as did Kimmy's, the girl seated next to him. What's this? Competition? Why, Tommy never had any competition in high school. He was just automatically named president because he was so great. So Amy had to call a vote. But before she could, Kimmy withdrew her name from the running, knowing that she could still be a valuable member of the club without having the title of president. Ha! Tommy thought to himself. That girl must be intimidated by his strong leadership presence. So Amy happily named Tommy as the new president and shouted, "So long, suckers!" and left. Tommy immediately put his fine leadership skills into action. The first order of business? Tommy wanted to announce his new presidency to the campus. He asked for suggestions on how he could do that. Kimmy had a few ideas, but Tommy really didn't want to hear them, so he politely told her to sit down and shut up. Tommy told the group that he wanted to have a big campus-wide party in his honor. Some of the members asked how they could help out, but Tommy knew that if he wanted anything to be done right, he'd probably have to do it himself. Besides, he was the president now, and that made him the smartest. Also, they all looked pretty incompetent. So Tommy told them that he'd take care of all the details, and he dismissed them. Now that he was president, there was a lot to do, so Tommy got to work. Tommy stayed up all night, eating sugary and salty junk food, and sipping highly caffeinated drinks as he planned for his big party. But gosh, the poster still wasn't right. Maybe it needed glitter over Tommy's name. That would really make it stand out. Oh look, here comes Jessie. Jessie is Tommy's roommate and president of a fraternity on campus. Jessie asked Tommy to take a break from his event planning and join him at the gym for a workout, and then have a nutritious and tasty meal at the campus dining hall. Tommy told Jesse that he was way too busy and too important to take any breaks. As Jesse was leaving, Kimmy stopped by to see if Tommy needed any help with the event. But Tommy reassured her he didn't need her or anybody's help. He was the president, not her, and he was more than capable of running his club. Ha! Nice try, Kimmy, Tommy thought to himself. She was trying to steal his glory. And she probably liked him as a boyfriend, too. But oh, it looks like someone is getting pretty full of himself. This can't be good. Later that night, as Tommy was in bed, he thought about all he still had to do to make the party a great success. He had to get the banner with his name on it, decorate the cake with his picture on it, and write a humorous speech to show everyone how funny he was. And he still had to get that poster right. Why, there were so many things to do. He thought it was best to skip his classes for the next several weeks to get everything done. For the next 2 weeks, Tommy worked on the event day and night. Jesse told Tommy that his professors have been asking when Tommy will show up for class. If he wasn't careful, Tommy might get kicked out of school. Jesse politely asked Tommy if he needed help with anything. Ooh, heard that. As Tommy sat there, he started to think about all the things he still had to do. Maybe Jesse was right. Maybe he shouldn't be doing everything himself. He started to get angrier and angrier with the members of the Clean Cool Kids Club. They should be helping him. He was their leader. He should be bossing them around. Boy, was he going to let them have it at their next meeting! At the next meeting, Tommy gave the group an earful. He hadn't slept in weeks, and it was all their fault. He hadn't showered in weeks, and it was all their fault. He hadn't attended one class that semester, and was going to get kicked out of school, and it was all their fault. He was the leader. They should bow to him like good, loyal subjects. See? That was his name in glitter on the poster, not theirs. The club was his. It was his club. It was his. His. Gee, Tommy was out of control. He was no longer cool or clean. Being president and making unhealthy choices had clearly gone to his head. So the members of the Clean Cool Kids Club did the only thing they could do. They called university police. Tommy was escorted off campus and was never seen or heard from again. Looks like somebody learned their leadership lesson the hard way. And it looks like the Clean Cool Kids Club has a new president, Kimmy. And Kimmy knows what it takes to be an effective leader. A good leader delegates assignments to other members of her team so everyone feels included. Is organized so she can keep track of her assignments and duties. Remember, she's a student first and a student leader second. Eats healthy, gets plenty of rest, and plenty of exercise, but still makes time for plenty of fun. Follow these helpful hints, and you too can be a good leader at Frostburg State University.